Adedeji. The program is THB, the Happiest People on Earth, the telecast program of the Full Gospel Business Men's Church International Nigeria. I want you to please sit back again today. I have a wonderful couple. They want to share about God's goodness, God's faithfulness in their home and in their lives. This God is good. God is good. The name of my wonderful couple today is Architect and Mrs. D.K. Ogbunuju. Am I right? Okay, thank you very much. You're welcome on the program. Well, like normally say, ladies first. Can I start with you or with him? Ladies first? Oh, okay, fine. How did you grow up in life as a young person? What are the challenges that you faced when coming up before you met Christ at all?
Before I met Christ, I was just living like under the tutelage of my parents, because I grew up with them. We were living in Lagos. And of course we had issues with obeying some instructions of parents. But at a particular point in time, I started I had the fear of God, kind of. There was difficulty in staying away from sin. We were Catholics, and I joined some of the societies in the church. I could say I'm a very active Catholic. But by the time I finished my secondary school, I had an experience. One day I just picked up a pamphlet in the house. I don't know how it came about. And in that pamphlet I came across some things about worshipping images and Holy Mary, and that article was debunking those things, Now, deep down me, I was like, I need to give my life to Christ. I need to turn away from certain things that I was doing that does not please God. But that there was a battle between me that can't I do it still being in the Catholic Church. So what I did then, like I said, I just finished my secondary school. In the morning I would go for mass. That's early morning mass. In the evening I would go, and there was a hunger for God's word. And it continued like that until a few months later, a neighbor of ours who worshiped in Assemblies of God Church invited me for their October Enlightenment campaign, and I attended that program. In fact, I attended that. It was a breakfast fellowship. I came from morning service.
Okay, went straight to that program.
I went straight to that program. And I found out that in that program, as the pastor was preaching, it was as if he was opening my album, talking about me and my lifestyle. And when he made an altar call, I couldn't help myself. I came out in tears. And then another challenge came up when the pastor said, after we had gone back, prayed for us, and I said, those who, it was a Saturday breakfast, so those who promise to come, who will be in church on Sunday, they should come out so that they pray for them. So I was like, let me try, but I don't know if I'll be allowed to. So I came out and we prayed for, and I went to them. Now, apart from the fact that I was struggling between myself that I can give my life to Christ and still be in the Catholic Church, I had two major questions. The question was, in Catholic Church, we partake in communion every day. Every day you go for Mass, there's communion. So I was like, how will I do that in the Pentecostal church? And that day, as I got home that Saturday, I asked God to give me a sign. I had a dream that night, and in that dream, God showed me, I saw myself in that particular church, Assemblies of God, and I was receiving communion. That answered the question, and then on Sunday morning, I attended Assemblies of God Church.
I'm going to come back on you, man. Let me go to the architect. Wonderful. How did you decide that you want to be an architect in life? What prompted you? What did you see any early phase and got your interest of how?
Well, a lot of things have always, baffled me and challenged me, and I kind of, I like challenges, but at the time, I just knew that I wanted to do something that we need a lot of my, let's say, mental acumen. But as I was growing up in secondary school, when I first jumped by tube, I think I was civil engineering, but I wasn't satisfied. I didn't even want to read in Nigeria. So I actually had done my own arrangements and applied to a lot of schools. I finally got an admission to read in a university in the US, nuclear physics, with scholarship. And my father, that was I think that was in 1981. My parents, that was, Nigeria has not turned the way it was. Nigeria was far stronger than pounds and that sort. So my father had this mindset that his kids must read first degree in Nigeria. So he kind of, you're not going anywhere. You must read your first degree in Nigeria before you can go anywhere. So that settles it. I didn't use that admission. The next year, even while I was doing A-levels in my secondary school, that's St. Gregory's College of Balindi, the school kind of nominated me to represent them in this SPDC scholarships, a nationwide scholarship. People came all over the nation and they were like kept in Lagos for days, undergoing serious scrutiny, interviews, questions, exams, what have you, And at the end of the day, like 8 people were selected. I was among the 8. And we had to go and read mechanical engineering, fully taking care of full scholarship. And then the issue was that we wanted to assign an undertaking that we are not bound to work with them. Or like now, if Shell gives you scholarship,
even though we sign it,
yeah, that they should retain you. But then nobody wanted to. So they agreed. But the same thing happened. Apparently, some days later, they were reading the news, 9 o'clock news, and my father overheard. My father heard it was an item, and he went to them. Sorry, my son cannot go. They begged and begged. He said, no, my son cannot go. But that time I had actually taking my birth certificate where he kept them and handed them over the documents. They were processing my passport and everything. That's how I didn't travel again.
They finally settled for architecture?
Finally settled for architecture. Architecture, I just felt, I looked at all the engineering courses. None of them is challenging. I realized that the only one that could have been challenging is maybe aeronautical or nuclear physics or something that you have to. Yes.
And your father said that.
Yes.
Now, in the mix of this, having gone to university for architecture, how did you pick your life with Jesus Christ?
That's another ball game. You see, when I say another ball game, is that as I was growing up as a young man, I also grew up from a Christian family, Catholic, and I would say really churchgoers were very good churchgoers, but at a certain time when I was maybe senior, then it was 5 years in secondary school, but when I was like year 2, year 3, I started feeling a hollowness in me whenever I go to church. I just felt this is not it. Because I just feel we are going to church. By the time we come back from, we just left the service. Before we get back home, there's always stress in the car. See now my father and my mother, shouting at one or the kids. You just notice that where's the peace you're supposed to have? After the Reverend Father said peace with you, and I just realized that I would get home that it's a different where everybody's pissed off and stressful. So I just knew that this is not it. But until I got to university, that gave me kind of let's say freedom to be able to accept my position and begin to ask some questions, and I explored. I explored seriously. I actually investigated the Catholic Church to a reasonable conclusion. I just realized this is not what I'm looking for. God, if you are there, I want to seek you out. I dabbled into Anglican, I didn't have peace. I dabbled into several other denominations. I didn't have peace. You know, what I didn't dabble into was Pentecostalism. Because I just felt, you know, we had this notion that new church.
So how did you not connect that life? How did you not get Jesus Christ into your life?
I just said, maybe God is not for me. You know, maybe God is for a set of people, and I just believe what you don't know will not hurt you. So I just left the whole issue of church. I left it totally.
While in the university?
Yes, while in the university, I left it totally. A part of me still had this upbringing. There's some things you shouldn't do. So, but going to church by my year 3, year 4, I stopped going to church totally. When I get home, my father would say, "You must go to church." I obey him. I fulfill all righteousness. I follow my siblings who go to church. And then there's this church that once they enter the church, I have a friend staying along the road. I just walk to his house while others are in church. I will watch him. While he's about to end, I come back and we all go home together, you know. And so it happened like that for several years, and I was like, God, I preferred where I am, you know. And so many things. I also dabbled into a kind of life, well, let's say womanizing and that kind of life, you know. And it was like I put my whole life in it. You know, it was in the course of this way of life that at a certain time, you know, I was actually planning to go on, I had this date with a lady to go to Ibadan for a night party.
From Lagos?
From Lagos. I used to do that a lot, you know. It was a way of saving a lot of stress, you know. And I was looking forward to the meeting because we have had several opportunities and it did not click. Either it was not convenient for me or it was not convenient for her. So that time it was convenient. I was looking forward to it, you know, and I was like waiting for the evening. I just came back from work so that I can dress up and go and pick her with the Marina Lagos. I mean, a new concert. And then I heard this voice. He said, DK, they called my name. And where I was in the boys' quarters in my father's house at the back, and the bedroom door it has a jam key. Once you close the door, it jams. So I said, DK. I said, yes, who is that? I actually thought somebody was at the back of the house trying to play a fast roll. I went out and went round. I didn't see anybody. I asked some kids playing. Did they see anybody? They said no. I came back. I was dressing up. That voice came again, DK. Came the third time, DK. But I knew that this is not an ordinary call. He said, where do you think you are going to? I said, I'm going to Ibadan. He said, where will you spend eternity? Sir, that was the word. I just sat down. And I found myself sweating. And I had to take out a dictionary to check the word eternity. And suddenly the word dawned on me. As eternity was like a bottomless pit, it was difficult to actually ascertain what is eternity in terms of figure. So I just sat down and said, God, what do I do? And the voice kept talking to me. That's, do you know I love you? So they say, tell me a lot of things. I resisted it because I already had this mindset and I believed in it. I was comfortable with the known factors. I don't dabble into the things I don't know. So I always felt God is the unknown. I don't dabble into it. But God did not relent. You know, he spoke with me. Before you knew it was like a night. We went dead into the night. You know, we got to a point. I kept asking questions. He kept replying me. He took me through events that happened in my past. At a certain time, I said no. He it is no, you cannot come for me, you cannot love me. That I have every reasons why you cannot be me. That I had done this, I had done this, I had done this, I had done this. I counted all that I had done. He said that's forgiven, that he cannot remember them again. I said it that I had a lot of blue film. I just started in a blue film because I resisted him. I started in a blue film. Maybe that presence of blue film, if I didn't see that voice, I didn't hear that voice in that presence. You know. And the next morning I jumped out of my house. Then he waited for me. This happened on Friday evening. Saturday evening, he waited for me. As I came to my room, the voice came, have you finished running? And then that night was a night I can never forget. You know, that before the end of the morning, I had, before the end of the night, I had actually woken up, dressed up. It was like, God, I had wept when I realized, like, what kind of love? I've been looking for love. I felt I was not loved. There are some things I felt was not for me. And yet, there's this guy that I did not know, that knows me so well, was willing to do a lot of things for me. Oh God, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go to. Definitely I knew it was not that. And God said, "Professor, I will lead you." He led me to Assemblies of God Church.
Wonderful. So that was very committed to heart.
I think committed my life, my heart in your house.
Okay.
Yes, when I going to Assemblies of God Church, was just, I said, God, I needed where to fellowship. God said he knows.
And then you just said, okay, because of time, you need to land up on this program. Let me come back on you, madam. What else do you think in being you want to share of God's goodness? Maybe in your home, maybe in your life, or maybe at work?
I've always seen the hand of God in my life from the time I gave my life to Christ. And my marriage has not been a bed of roses in terms of finances, but I've seen God. He said he always gives me some escape. He always left me some escape for us. You know, our relocation to you was a very good example of the fact that God was leading us. Around the job that brought him to it was supposed to be a contract job. It was for 2 years, so we didn't have the time to come with him, and I was not working there. Now, after my youth service, I just worked in a place for 6 months, and that was it. But by the time my husband came to you, a few months later, we had a big notice where we were living in Lagos. And that was a decision to come to you, so we moved to you, and just a year after I moved to you, somebody saw me in church and said, "Are you working?" I said, "No." I said, "Give me your CV." And as I gave him my CV, and the market said, "Don't worry, I'm doing something." And I went back to my husband. I said, "Oh, I've not worked for 13 years. So I don't think I can still fit into an office environment." He said, "Let the man get the job for you first." I was at home, I didn't have any interview. That's the present job I'm doing right now. And he brought my letter of employment to me. 13 years, employment.
Hallelujah. Well, because of time, I want to tell you that God is faithful. 13 years of waiting, and God brought you to the path of gold. You had Mr. DK, you thought that you can run, but there's nowhere you can run to. Maybe you are hearing your own name also now. You see, you need to connect your heart to Jesus Christ. When you connect your heart to Jesus Christ, He's going to take every of your load, every of your body, and He's going to attend to it. I want you to commit your heart to Jesus at this point. Say this prayer after me, sincerely from your heart. Oh, is that simple? Yes, it is. You have Mr. DK, he said, right in his bedroom. Even where he, so to say, have a pile of blue films, God saved him in that room. So you can be saved also right there. Say this prayer after me. Lord Jesus, I commit my heart to you today. I'm listening to this wonderful couple. I also admit that I need you in my life. Come into my life, Lord Jesus. Be the Lord of my life. Wash me with the blood. cause my name to be written in the book of life. I promise to be yours forever. Amen. That's it. That's salvation. I want to say congratulations to you. But I want you to pick up your Bible. If you don't have any, go on back and begin to read from the book of Romans. And you see what God has done for you in real picture. Introduce yourself to any living church around you and then begin to grow. Write us, send an SMS or give us a call. We're going to give you some literature that will help you to grow. It's free, we're not going to pay for it. We're going to send it to you. I want to sincerely thank you for coming to the program. It's wonderful. And I know that this God has done this, will do more for you in your life. You're still going to come back to testify of His goodness and His riches in your life, in your profession, in your home. Audience, expect us again next week. Soon we take maybe another couple, maybe a single person, but just know that Jesus is Lord over this generation. Amen.
I'm sure you have been blessed today. If you just made a decision for Jesus Christ, why don't you write to us? And we shall send you a free copy of our booklet now that you have received Christ. And should you want to be a part of our worldwide fellowship of businessmen and women, contact us at the best hotel around you or Ibadan, Full Gospel Area Office.
And by the power in the precious blood of